Here's my review of The Boys Season 2. It's not as good as the first season, but it's still really good. There's a couple of different plot lines. We have Homelander trying to reconnect with his son, and his son has powers, and he's never really left this, like, his main house. And there's interesting things like that. And we have, like, Billy Butcher trying to reconnect with his wife, and how his wife is actually the mother of his son. And one of my favorite parts, I think, is probably the relationship between Kamiko and Frenchie. With Kamiko, um, because she just speaks in like sign language and she doesn't really speak English. Um, I think that those scenes are really good because I think because it doesn't allow the dialogue to kind of get in the way, and it just allows for the pure facial acting. And then Stormfront, as like basically the villain, is just a complete menace, with you finding out that she's basically like over 100 years old and is actually secretly a Nazi. So she's automatically like just like terrible because she's super racist, a Nazi, and just evil. And you kind of have an important dynamic with Stormfront and Homelander, who's getting more and more villainous throughout this season. But just thought that this was in this season, just like the last season, really gory action, really emotional moments, super R rated, but it's really fun. And then that's just like a couple plot lines. But then we also have a plot line about the idea of Compound V, which gives the superheroes their powers, getting out into the public and through the black market and things like that. And there's also we get more expansion of Huey and Starlight's relationship, which is really fun. And yeah, I thought that the show is still great. I'd give this like an 8 or a 9, and I'd give season 1 probably like a 9 or a 10. But I still thought that this was an amazing season and still an amazing show. And it's also nice to see Huey officially getting back with Starlight, because they kind of broke up in season 1 towards the end, or beginning of this season. And then I am curious to see where they're going to go with Homelander's son and what they're going to do with season 3. I mean, it's already out, but I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, I thought it was really good. Not as good as season 1, but still really amazing.